Thank you. I rise to speak solely on Amendment 117 in the name of the Noble Lord Foster of Bath, to which I attach my name, and the Noble Lord has already eloquently and very powerfully introduced. I just want to add a little bit of context and a little more information to what the Noble Lord said. And the context is that at the Treasury Select Committee yesterday, which was, of course, talking about taxing gambling rather than licensing it, but nonetheless, I think this is a really relevant comment. The head of UK Betting and Gaming Council was asked about the social ills of gambling and said, there is no social ill. She said that the industry is doing everything it possibly can in order to mitigate any harms that may be caused by our products. Now, I would suggest that's testimony that is either not being honest or is astonishingly ignorant, unbelievably ignorant. What, of course, the industry is doing is everything possible to make money. And what we have is an extreme inequality of arms, where you have the industry and you have local authorities, very much in deprived areas, as the Noble Lord Foster said, who just cannot do anything to stop the social ill, the damage they can see being done. And I think these stories come out every week, but just to point to some recent statistics, just in the last couple of days, File on 4 Investigates has looked at some research from Swansea University about the scale of gambling harms within the military community, both serving personnel and veterans. And their survey found that of those they surveyed, 72% gambled. These were serving people from across the forces. A quarter reported some harm. Now, if you think about you're a local council, a licensing authority in an area with one or more military installations, you know that you are going to be forced to allow things through that are going to do particular harms to people in our forces. And of course, as the Noble Lord Foster said, this is something that generally targets the most disadvantaged areas. Slot machine shops, also known as adult gaming centres, they're 7% up since 2022, disproportionately concentrated in the most deprived areas. More than half of all of the adult gaming centres in England are in 20% of the most deprived, 20% most deprived wards. If you take, for example, Middlesbrough and Hull, the 4th and 5th most deprived local areas in the country, they have 28 adult gaming centres between them. And just one final stat, because I think this is terribly important. What we are allowing is a tax on people's desperation. The Gambling Commission survey out this month showed that the top reason for gambling given, 85% of people gambled because they hoped to have a big win. People are desperate. And 27% of those living in the most deprived areas gambled at least weekly. In the least deprived areas, the figure is 14%.